Cryptocurrency is on fire. Do you think it will go higher, or is this the start of a bull run? Well, let's watch this video and look at the news that I've got to bring for you. So this is Kieran from CryptoBoost, and I'm happy to have you here with me today. The charts are looking very great today. We've got green across the whole board. So Bitcoin is at $6,948 and it broke temporarily the 7,000 price mark. Ethereum is at $190 and XRP is at $32. So overall, we've got very nice growth. 21% in the last 7 days for Bitcoin and 16.8% for Ethereum. Unfortunately, XRP is still slow on the rise with only 7% and 6% in the last 7 days. However, for everything's good, we've got a nice new top for the crypto market cap for 2019 at $209 billion. And it's interesting to see how the cryptocurrency market cap managed to blow through this resistance and reach a new all-time high. The same with Bitcoin. It managed to break through the $6,000 resistance in no time at all. And today it actually grew quite a lot. So from $6,300, it managed to even break past the $7,000 resistance for a short period of time. Now dipped back down again. Now this growth is very, very fast in a short amount of time. So I'll be very careful at these price points if you consider buying in, and the emotions of many investors will be very high at the moment, so they're fearing of missing out on potential growth. They think the bear market has started, and it's a difficult question to answer right now. It's difficult to say if it has started or not. We would have to wait and see on the pullback where the next support is going to be. I'd guess we're going to first test the $6,200 support, and then from there on we'll see if we get a bounce there or if we're going to drop lower. So the Bitcoin price hits a 8-month high close to 7K. Yeah, there seems to be nothing stopping Bitcoin freight train at the moment. The leading cryptocurrency by market value jumped to $6,900 by 6 a.m. UTC today on Bitstamp, the highest level since September 5, 2018. So prices have set a new multi-month high for the 4th straight day and have rallied in excess of over 70% in the last 5.5 weeks, which is an incredible amount. The development further confirms the long-term bearish to bullish trend changes signaled by several technical indicators, including a golden crossover over the last few weeks. Here we've got the daily charts. Let's zoom in a bit. And we've got bull cross of 100 and 200 AMA here, and we've got this massive bull trend that's happening at the moment. Here's a comparison chart of the 2015 downtrend and bull market. The 100-day moving average has crossed the 200-day moving average for below. So here we see that the 100-day moving average crossed the 200-day moving average, and the last bull cross of the 100 and 200-day moving average on this one was confirmed on July 26, 2015. Remained valid for 33 months, during which the price rallied 8,000% to a record high of $20,000. So that actually is very interesting. So if we would consider now the beginning of the bull market, then we could actually calculate what the price would be with a 8,000% rise, which would put it at around maybe 200,000 US dollars, around there. I'm not so good at math. You can correct me if you do the math for that. So with the next mining reward halving due in May 2020, the doors seem open for BTC to rise further over the long term. A pullback, however, may precede the next leg higher, or the gains above $7,000 may not be sustainable in the short term, as the 14-day relative strength index RSI is reporting extreme overbought conditions. So that the markets always move in cycles. So when the relative strength index is a very high amount, like above 70, very often there's going to be a bit of a correction, and that's what I mentioned before. So there's a high probability that we touch the $6,200 support, and there it's very important that we manage to maintain that support before we break past that. Another news, US banning Bitcoin, BTC would drive adoption, legendary crypto investors. So Bitcoin proposed by congressman. As the price of Bitcoin has boomed, so have the number of incumbents of traditional finance and politics taken to the street to bash cryptocurrency. That's normal. At the moment, many financial economists are very scared. Banks are scared. Credit card processors are scared. In Washington, D.C. on Thursday, one American politician, and a prominent one as that, suggested that cryptocurrency should be banned. Now, spoiler alert, he's being sponsored by a credit card processing company. So, yeah, maybe he's a little bit biased. So, yeah, take what he says with a grain of salt, since he got a huge payment and sponsoring from them. During a Financial Services Committee hearing earlier this week, U.S. Congressman Bradley Sherman, who represents the Democrats in California, the home of technological innovations of all places, suddenly brought up cryptocurrencies. During his rant, which was reposted by industry nonprofit Coin Center, Sherman remarked that Congress outlawed cryptocurrencies for U.S. citizens. He explained, "I look for colleagues to join with me in introducing a bill to outlaw cryptocurrency purchases by Americans. An awful lot of our international power comes from the fact that the US dollar is the standard unit of international finance and transactions," which is a great thing that he's talking about this, because the more banks and politicians fear and try to ban Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, the stronger it will become. Sherman's opinion that cryptocurrencies are starting to enter the realm of illicit finance, specifically looking to how the Hamas militia is seeking funding for Bitcoin. However, many illegal activities also performed through US dollars, so that's nothing new. Yet he goes on to represent the entire cryptocurrency space like it is predicted that tax evaders and drug dealers and so on are using cryptocurrency, and all cryptocurrency investors are like that, which is very naive position to take. But yeah, what do you expect from someone that is sponsored by a credit card processing company and also banks? So this is a very bullish thing for cryptocurrency. So although the banning of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies may be devastating, I don't see that as a possibility. Anthony Pompliano, a partner of Morgan Creek Digital that has quickly become one of the leading minds in the space, postulated Friday that such a regulatory move may boost Bitcoin's adoption. He broke down his thoughts on the matter in another post. He explained that Sherman is scared of a world where non-sovereign currencies are the default. He noted that with cryptocurrencies and other technologies that decentralized, well, everything the US and other major countries obviously lose traction. So, as I mentioned before, the scare factor is here, and Bitcoin is now a real fear for politicians, banks, and credit card processors. XRP has not been experiencing that much of a boost in price in the last few days. However, I believe, as well as Jeremy Wall believes, it's a sleeping giant soon to explode in price. So while Bitcoin is gaining in value and breaking through resistances and hitting new highs, XRP cryptocurrency has failed to gain momentum. In fact, XRP has been hovering around the 32 cent range in what seems to be forever. It's as if XRP is sleeping while the rest of the cryptocurrency market is partying. However, XRP is not sleeping. There has been tremendous number of very positive developments, and the price has yet to reflect. So XRP is ready to explode. That's what he believes. So while 2019 has not been kind to XRP's price action, the number of developments and partnerships achieved by the project made Ripple's XRP extremely hard to ignore. With institutions such as the World Bank, IMF, and the EU Commission on board and actively working with Ripple, XRP is seemingly unstoppable. So hopefully that will happen, as I hope that for all XRP investors. One instance, in March 2019, Ripple's XRP-powered X-Rapid remittance product was highlighted by the World Bank. And remittance market is a very big market, which shows that XRP has a lot of potential in that market. They even praised Ripple's XRP pilot program in a US-Mexico corridor, noting that involved financial institutions save between 40 to 70% on foreign exchange rates, which is massive. Final thoughts: the aforementioned partnerships and developments just scratch the surface of what Ripple has already accomplished and been up to thus far in 2019. While XRP's token has not been directly affected just yet, everything is slowly coming together to massively impact the adoption of XRP. That is very good news, and you just have to be a bit more patient. PayPal could go down like Nokia did if it doesn't adapt to blockchain technology. PayPal, the global online payments and money transfer system, has begun investing in blockchain technology. But according to their chief financial officer, John Rainey, the firm is hesitant about getting involved in the cryptocurrency sector. I think they might miss the boat if they don't get into it soon, because that seems like the same thing that happened with horse carriages and cars during the automobile revolution. Speaking in an interview with Yahoo Finance on May 7, Rainey pointed out that PayPal briefly allowed their merchants to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment, but that feature was shut down due to the currency's instability and volatility, and that's probably due to the fact that the cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin market is still very small, and since it's very small, that causes very high fluctuations in price. Adding to this, Rainey said, "We have teams clearly working on blockchain and cryptocurrency as well, and we want to participate in that in whatever form it takes in the future. I just think it's a little too early on right now." I'm saying the longer they wait, the faster it will be that the freight train leaves and PayPal is not on board. So PayPal is not, the primary focus is not on blockchain and crypto. Rainey stated that currently PayPal is focused on other areas of growth rather than trying to incorporate a cryptocurrency payment system. He then revealed that PayPal made a $500 million investment with Uber because the two companies are planning to build payments platform together. Yeah, I must say, I'm not sure how the future is going to be for PayPal. I'm sure at some point another payment processor is going to maybe take the lead if they manage to successfully implement payments such as PayPal is doing just for cryptocurrencies. So although PayPal was previously focused on the research and development of blockchain technology as they filed a variety of cryptocurrency and blockchain related patents, it appears the company has taken a different approach in 2019. So that was it for the market update and the news. Yeah, just be careful with the prices as they are. Don't FOMO in, just dollar cost average. Get a little bit of investments if you're planning on investing. Dollar cost average your way into it and make sure that you don't let your emotions control your investing habits. You've got a lot of time. I'm sure the bull market is not going to go as fast as just a few weeks. We're going to probably expect a bit of a pullback in the next few hours, if not days. So I'm definitely sure you will have some lower price points to accumulate some more Bitcoin. So I'm quite sure we're going to retouch the support levels of $6,200 in the next few days. So let's see what happens. Thanks for listening and catch you on the next one. Bye bye.